Customer is looking to have a proposal to have his front steps replaced. So as you can see right now with the current configuration, you walk out the door and you walk down to the driveway. The first configuration is going to, or the first bid is going to be in that same configuration. The only difference is that right now they're 14-inch steps, and we're going to make them 12-inch steps and then put a 12-inch landing in there because they've got this overhead thing right here that they keep, it's easy to run into. If we shorten them up a little bit, we should have less of a problem. He wants to eventually move this door over 1 foot to the left, so we're making this 1 foot wider, or 1 foot wider to the left than what it currently is, to accommodate for that. All right, so for this configuration, one thing to note is we are going to have to pour a form on this. He is actually going to be jacking up his foundation. They're putting in piers for this, and he has gotten a bid to have 2 piers put in the steps. So he said that they're probably going to go down about 50 feet. That being the case, they're going to put it in the footprint of our step. Depending on which configuration they use, we'll decide where those piers go. Those 2 piers are going to go. But then we're also going to have to obviously do a pour and get a permit for this to make sure everything is up to code and done correctly. So the second configuration, oh actually before I forget, the material is Chilton with weathered edge Chilton accents like we see on the board over here, and using bluestone treads. Alright, so the second configuration, and the one that he wants more but doesn't know if he can afford it, is to actually take off the steps on this, not to do the steps coming down here, but to make it a 3-foot landing and have the steps come out into the yard itself. So once again, we would widen the landing, go over 1 foot to the left a little bit. I'm going to bring it into the same place. I see how it kind of wraps around, this landing wraps around the brick right here. We're going to come out the same distance over here and bring that out. So it's 6 feet 6 inches wide, and it would come out 9 feet from the house because there are 7 risers. So 6 steps in a landing, 6 plus 3 is 9. So it's going to come out a little ways into the yard, and we discussed putting in a walkway, but I don't know if that's going to be stone or cement. We can deal with that later. So that's, once again, same material. Depending on which configuration that we use will depend on where the piers that he has drilled will actually be placed. Obviously, if it's this configuration, we do it in the corners at the front here. But if we do it with a different configuration where it comes out here, I wouldn't want it all the way out at the corners here because that's a long ways. I kind of want it more toward the middle to help give it fuller support. But either way, we're probably going to have to dig our own, a few extra 42-inch sauna tubes just to help with some of the heaving. So he's looking to get this done soon. Oh, last thing, when they're going to take out these steps to put in the piers, so we don't have to have the demo cost of taking out the steps over here.